Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video. I'm definitely about to try and be more consistent when it comes to my YouTube. I just been having a lot going on these past couple of weeks, but I'm getting everything together, so I will definitely be more consistent. Today's video is a chit chat get ready with me. Kind of a long video, so I'm not going to make this intro super duper long. Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe if you have not already. Make sure y'all share this with all your friends and your fam. Comment down below anything that you guys would like to share, anything y'all liked about this video, about this look, anything that I talked about. Y'all know I love to chat, so just let me know. And also don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. Those will be in the description box. And without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Few things before we get started. I probably look really sick. That's because I am. I haven't been feeling good for the past day or two. I just think it's one of my summer colds. I get them probably like once or twice a summer, so yeah. That's probably what that is. I'm probably gonna sound super nasally. That's because my nose is stopped up, so there's that for one. For two, I want to apologize because I know I haven't been super consistent. I've been having a lot of things going on, so I'm trying to get back into the flow of things, so just bear with me. So we're gonna be doing our makeup and talking and just getting some things out. As y'all can see, I've already curled my hair. They're just some super loose curls. I'm gonna put it in a ponytail for now. Just a quick life update. I haven't really been having much going on. Just working a lot. As you guys know, I'm still bartending and managing at my current job. So yeah, just been at work a lot. I've been noticing that my energy isn't where it normally is. My energy isn't where it normally is, or where I feel like it should be. My mom feel like it has a lot to do with my iron levels. Our low iron levels runs in my family. Like, my mom has super duper low iron. So does my sister. I knew I had it when I was pregnant with Chloe. I had to take iron pills, so it's not really that shocking to me. It had just really never bothered me before I got pregnant, so that's why it's just kind of weird now to still be having that issue. But I'm taking my iron vitamins, trying to stay consistent with that, trying to take other vitamins as well. I've been drinking emergencies, you know, just trying to do any little thing to keep my energy up. And yeah, that's what I've been trying to do lately. Also, I have a really exciting project that I'm doing. I think it's a week and a half now. It's July 6th. It starts July 6th. So I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna let you guys know all about it once I'm done with everything. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Let's talk about what's going on in the world right now as far as the Black Lives Matter movement. First and foremost, let me just say I am 110% a advocate for the Black Lives Matter movement. Let's just get that out the way. I feel like the racial injustice that's going on in the world is just it's honestly, it's just crazy. Like, I feel like we shouldn't be still going through this stuff in the year of 2020. Like, it's baffling to me that we're still going through these things. Like, of course, nobody ever just thought that racism was gone 110%. Like, no one thought that. But for things to be the way that they are, like, to this extent still, is just kind of crazy. But shout out to everybody who is protesting and letting their voice be heard, and that's, you know, challenging the things that are going on in the world today. Because I feel like if we didn't say anything, if we just kind of continue to let them do what they've been doing, they think that we're okay with it, and it's not okay. It's not okay at all. So I'm really glad that there are people who are fighting for our rights and, you know, trying to make everything better. I've helped in the ways that I can. I know I've donated to a couple of organizations just to kind of, you know, help out where I can. I don't have much, but, you know, I donated what I could. So that made me feel really good to know that even if I'm not on the front lines with everybody and protesting, I'm still contributing. I just really hate everything that's going on. Like, now it's kind of bigger than, of course, everything kind of, I'm not going to say everything started, but first it was, I mean, if you want to go like way back, it was like Trayvon Martin and like all these situations, you know, that were going on. But now you have like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and, you know, situations like those. And it's just kind of like, it seems like they're happening more and more, like, now that we are fighting against it. And I really hate that. I hate the state that our country is in. I really hate it. Our lives literally cannot matter until Black Lives Matter, because we're a part of all lives. Like, and not just like straight Black Lives Matter, like all Black Lives Matter, like whether you're transgender or, you know, lesbian or anything like that. Like, your life matters too. Just because you're not what people consider the normal or anything like that, like, that doesn't mean that your life doesn't matter. Like, no one should die because of their sexuality or how they choose to live their life. Like, nobody on this earth has that power to make that decision. I just feel like, I hate that we're still advocating this stuff, because, like, these officers should know better. Like, y'all should know better. Like, why do y'all think that it's okay for you to kill somebody on the job and try and cover it up with, oh, I thought he had a gun, or oh, he was stealing, or just bullshit excuses, if you ask me. In the same breath that everybody is talking about Black Lives Matter, everybody is also talking about colorism. And color is pissed. She is pissed right now because she can't sit in here and watch me film. What was I saying? Oh yeah, colorism. Okay, so everybody's been talking about colorism or whatever, and like there have been a lot of conversations about how dark-skinned girls get bullied for their skin color, and then here comes the light-skinned girl trying to, like, I guess, I don't know if they're trying to like invalidate the black girl's experience, because they're always saying like, oh well, I was bullied too because I was a light-skinned girl with pretty curly hair and I was bullied too. And it's just like, nobody said you weren't bullied. No one said that. We're just talking about this girl's experience. Like, no one's talking about you right now. This isn't for you right now. Like, we're not talking about you. So, and yeah, I don't really like that, because I was that dark-skinned girl that got bullied because of her skin color. Like, I was that girl. So it's like, when other girls try and come in and just come with their stories just because it's a dark-skinned girl talking about hers, and they try and say like dark-skinned girls aren't the only people that can be bullied. Like, no one said that. Literally no one said that. We're just talking about this experience right now. Like, literally. And then the thing about it is, like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of light-skinned girls who get bullied, they don't struggle with the issues that a dark-skinned girl struggles with when she's bullied, you know? So, for example, I was bullied all throughout middle school. Like, to the point where I fucking hated going to school. Like, I really did. Like, I really hated middle school so much. Like, those had to be the worst school years of my life. Like, I really hated it. Like, everything that you've heard somebody call dark-skinned girl in like a bullying way, I've been called that. So yeah, like, I just really hated middle school, like, to the point where I hated getting up going to school every day. Like, and the thing about it is, I have 2 light-skinned sisters, so it's 4 of us, and I have an older brother who's dark-skinned. It's me, and then I have 2 younger light-skinned sisters. And one of my sisters, we're right next to each other in age, so we're 2 grades apart, school terms. Like, we're 2 grades apart. So when I was in 8th grade, she was in 6th, and we went to the same exact middle school. And if you talk to both of us about our middle school experience, they are completely different. Like, you talk to her about middle school, she fucking loved it. Like, she loved going to school, she loved everything about it. And if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, I hated middle school because of how much I was bullied. Like, I really hated it. And then, like, it was so, like, one thing that really used to piss me off is when people used to ask me and my sister, because we have the same mother and father, people used to ask me and my sister that we must have different dads or we must have different mothers, because there's no way that we have the same parents and I'm dark skinned and she's light skinned. Like, do y'all, like, what makes you think that that is an okay statement to tell somebody? Like, especially somebody as young as I was. Like, in middle school, how old are you in middle school? Like 13, 12? Like, what makes you think that that is okay for you to tell somebody that, a child that? Like, and it wasn't just coming from classmates. Like, I've had teachers tell me that. Like, what makes you think that that is an okay statement to say? Like, and it was so bad, like, to the point, like, the summer before I went into high school, Like, I just flat out told myself, like, I'm not dealing with that shit. Like, straight up. Like, I'm not dealing with that shit in high school. Like, I endured 3 whole years of being bullied because of my skin tone, mainly. So, I'm not dealing with that shit in fucking high school. So, in middle school, I was so sweet and just so naive and so loving and blah blah blah. And then my 9th grade year of high school, like, I was hard. Like, honestly, like, I didn't go for no shit. Like, no little slick ass comments like about my skin tone. Like, I didn't take that. I wasn't going for it. But, cause you know how you'll have those friends who try to put you down to make themselves feel better, especially like in a crowd full of people or like in front of people. I had a girl or a friend in high school who did that. And this was like 10th or 11th grade, and by this time I was getting back to my normal self, like being overly nice and all of that. And like, I had a friend that used to do that, and I didn't realize until I was much older, well, not much older, probably like when I got in college, I didn't realize that it was just her insecurities about herself, that she wanted to make herself feel better. So she would always just put me on the spot and talk about me so that people wouldn't talk about her, like they just talk about me. So it took me a while to realize that that was what was going on. But I mean, I just kind of charged it to the game. I just kind of looked at it like, it is what it is. I mean, it's whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't something that I could have helped her with. I can't help you be secure in yourself, just like nobody could help me be secure in myself. So yeah, that's even like now, like, I'm still a sweetheart and, you know, all of that stuff. But as far as like cracking jokes on my skin tone, I don't go for that. Like, I don't go for that shit. Like, as soon as you even try, I just shut that shit down. Like, no, that's what we're not gonna do. Like, and people may look at it like that stereotypical black girl who's confrontational or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, to be quite honest, like, don't come for me. And I feel like that's one thing I'd tell my younger self if I could talk to her. Like, don't let people get away with that. Like, it doesn't matter how they're gonna paint you out to be. Like, you gotta stand up for yourself. Now the lashes are on. Y'all already know, Blaze Lash Company on the lashes. These are in the style Smoky. Another thing I wanted to touch on, it's kind of not like a trending topic anymore. It was probably like 2-3 weeks ago. But when B. Simone said what she said about the whole not wanting to date someone that works a 9 to 5, but wanting to date a CEO. I feel like you should date whoever you feel like is gonna compliment you, compliment your lifestyle. Because it's like, in a sense, what she said makes sense. Because it's like, imagine if you're a CEO, entrepreneur, whatever, and you're dating someone that works a 9 to 5, and you have a business trip that just came up. They only gave you like a day notice that you have to fly out somewhere tomorrow. Someone with a 9 to 5 isn't going to be able to travel with you that often because they have such a strict work schedule. Like, So they might not understand why you're constantly leaving and going to all these places and X, Y, and Z every other day. They're gonna be looking like I don't understand that, I don't get that. But if you date someone who's on that same level as you, they would understand 110%. Like, oh, okay, like, you know, like, cool, you have to be in New York today. I think that her saying that wasn't her saying that somebody who works a 9 to 5 doesn't have a hustle. I definitely don't think that's what she meant. I feel like that's what everybody kind of interpreted what she said, but I didn't take that from the video I seen. That's not what I took that as her saying, because most 9 to 5 people have a hustle. So I don't think that's what she meant at all. I just feel like everybody tends to hop on the bandwagon when it comes to certain things. So of course a couple hundred people were like, oh no, I feel like she was downplaying 9 to 5ers. So then it became the popular way to feel, and then everybody started feeling that way. So I don't know, that's just what I took from it. But like I said, I feel like everybody is such bandwagon people when it comes to certain things. That's just like when, I don't know, like you can have, let's take the NBA for example. This one particular team, they ain't the best. They're like, you know, throughout the season been playing real mediocre, whatever, but somehow managed to make it to the playoffs. Okay, made it to the playoffs. They're doing real good in the playoffs. As they get further and further up to the finals, closer to the finals, everybody starts hopping on the bandwagon like, oh yeah, bro, they been cold as fuck, and you know, I've been rocking with them, blah blah blah. And then they win the finals, and all of a sudden everybody is a fucking Warriors fan or a Spurs fan, or you know what I'm saying? Like, people tend to be real bandwagoners, and sometimes they don't even know that they're jumping on the bandwagon because it's something that's so common to do. So they don't even look at it like that. But in all actuality, that's exactly what you're doing. You're hopping on the bandwagon. You're just doing what everybody else is doing. You just want to be with the end, because come next season they not even gonna make it to the playoffs. And where all these fans at? Where are these fans? Ain't nowhere to be found. Ain't nobody a fan of the team no more because they're not winning, and they didn't make it to the playoffs. So now ain't nobody a fan no more. Everybody is gonna hop on what's popping, and that's just facts. That's just what I see. It's just what I feel. Like I said, I feel like everybody just be hopping on the bandwagon when it comes to certain things. So I don't really be paying any attention. That's just like when people be having all these, oh, such and such is canceled. Like, unless I feel like it's a genuine reason to cancel them. Like, for instance, a lot of, this is the wrong thing. Like, for instance, a lot of these people who are coming out of the woodworks with all these racial comments, or like they have tweets from freaking 2013, 2012 where they were being racist and blah blah blah. Granted, I do feel like people change, but I'm still gonna feel like you still kind of feel like that, because there has never been a point in time where I was racist. Never. Like, I've never been a racist person. And I feel like racism isn't something, it's not a fad. Like, you can't be racist last week and then all of a sudden this week you're not racist anymore. Like, no. I feel like you still feel that way deep down inside. So yeah, you probably didn't change. You did probably got better at hiding it, hiding your racism, but you still racist. And that's just that. I don't know. I cancel people if I want to. I'm not gonna cancel nobody just because 90,000 other people didn't cancel them, quote unquote. So if I feel like you done did something that I feel like no matter how many public apologies you do, it, you know what I'm saying, it's something that can't be changed, I'm just gonna cancel you. Like, I'm trying to think, who's somebody I've canceled? No, I'm not gonna even flex. I was super duper close to canceling Doja Cat. She was hanging on. And the thing about it is, I really had just gotten into her music. Like, I was fooling with her. I was like, oh my god, she is bomb. Like, why haven't I been on her? Like, I literally just started listening to her music, I want to say a good 2 months ago. A good 2-3 months ago. Like, when, I'm not gonna say when the album came out, I was late on adding it to my phone. I can't think. I want to say, I don't know. I can't think when her album came out, but I had heard a song by her or whatever. I heard Say So, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cute or whatever, but it didn't make me instantly a fan. It didn't make me go listen to her music. It was Rules. That's the song. I heard Rules on Instagram, and I was like, okay. So I went, looked up the album, listened to the whole album that night. I was like, bruh, like, this is fire. Like, literally didn't skip a song in the whole album. I listened to the whole album through and through. That's how good I thought it was. I mean, I still feel like it's that good. But yeah, like, I was like, okay, like, I'm following her. Like, followed her on Instagram and everything, because I was like, okay, I like her. And then 2 months after, it came with the whole, she was in the chat room and being racist, and people felt like she really didn't love her black side, and I was like, what? Like, because everybody knows she's mixed. I feel like everybody knows that. But the way she depicts herself in that chat room, I was like, huh? I was like, what the hell? So I wasn't really messing with it. Like, I have stopped listening to her album for like, I want to say like a couple weeks. And then when she came, I feel like her apology was one of the only apologies I just accepted, because I was like, okay, I feel like that's genuine. I didn't feel like it was a PR written apology. I was like, I feel like that's genuine. I feel like she really feels like that. So I was close to, I almost canceled her ass for real. She is still hanging on by a thread right now. Even right now, I'm just like, okay, girl, if I feel like, if you do something else, you out here. I feel like the window is very, very small when it comes to racism. Like, anything with racial overtones, like when it comes to like people using blackface, stuff like that, I don't go for it. Now, I will say, Jimmy Kimmel, I don't feel like his intent was racist at all. When it came to his whole blackface situation, I don't feel like that was racial at all. So, I don't know. I feel like everybody that canceled Jimmy Kimmel, I mean, that's unfortunate. I don't feel like his was, you know, racist at all. But I mean, I don't know. People are gonna feel different. I feel like black people are just gonna feel different about everything that has to do with our race and with people being racist. Where's my brush? How can I find this brush? for my nose contour. Oh, okay, is this it? No, it's not it. What the freak? Oh, okay, I found it. Jesus. But yeah, I feel like black people, when it comes to certain things, everybody feels like everybody should feel the same way. Every black person should feel the same way. And if you feel different, you know, you coony and you this and this. And I don't think that's necessarily right. I don't feel like it's right, period. Not necessarily. I don't feel like it's right, period. Just because we're all black doesn't mean we all have to feel the exact same way about a situation. I'm just pushing this in my skin. I've been using a brush lately over a sponge to apply my setting powder. Been working wonders. Wonders. I like this concept here. I don't know why I haven't been doing it. Funky. Y'all, the finish that the Fenty Beauty setting powder gives is just undefeated. Make sure this is laying flat. I got some flyaways, but I'm just gonna ignore those for right now. Alright, y'all, and that is the end of this video. That concludes everything. I feel like we had a nice little chit chat. Talked about some current events, update on my life, just a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little simple beat right here. This is a simple beat that I've been doing lately, like on days when I have to work, in the days that I don't feel like doing a super dramatic beat, but I don't want to not wear makeup. I just been doing something really simple like this. So this has been my go-to the past few weeks or so. So hope you guys really enjoyed that. I feel like my hair looking crazy over there. Okay, trying to get it together here. Okay. And in case I didn't say it, this is the same Beauty Forever wig that I wore in a couple videos ago. I'm gonna link it on the screen for y'all so that y'all can go watch it if y'all have not already. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in, supporting me as always. If you guys haven't already, make sure y'all give me a thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not already, and then tap the notification bell so that y'all can be notified each and every time I upload. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.